Be very wary of the low self-esteem woman. This is a subject that I feel like is not talked about enough or doesn't get as much recognition as it should, because this is an issue that many men face. Sometimes they don't even realize it. They only see the aftermath of this woman. They don't necessarily know, or they're not aware that she has a very low she has self-esteem issues. And of course, all of us have a certain degree of low self-esteem. All of us have something that we are conscious of, or that we are ashamed of or insecure about. But I am talking about the woman that is extremely insecure or has very low self-esteem in an above average type of way. And I'm going to get into this. This is a Tarik Talks Midnight podcast. Sit down, relax, and enjoy. This podcast is by no means trying to bash anyone, because we all have our flaws, but this is a channel about men's health and about dating. And this is something that men need to look out for if they are going to be serious with a young lady, or if they are considering being serious, or if they are in a relationship with a young lady, because this is something that is very harmful, and it is going to could possibly be a man's downfall. It could possibly be his downfall, because energy is extremely real. Energy is something that is metaphysical. It's intangible, but it is extremely real. And this negative energy, this insecure energy, this very malicious energy. See, this energy of low self-esteem that emanates from this young lady, it is like a virus in a computer. But we're not talking about a computer. We're talking about a man. It is going to attack this man like a virus and drain him of all of his energy, because anything he does is just not enough. Everything that he does is never going to be enough. It is going to make her feel good for just a moment, and it is right back to the chaos. It is right back to the insecurity issue. It's right back to the low self-esteem. See, a woman that has low self-esteem, she is going to drain a man of his energy. This man will have to constantly shower her with compliments or constantly reassure her, right? He will have to constantly reassure her of her looks. And this is normal on a level. You're going to have to do this with every female, right? With every woman, you're going to have to do this. But in this case, it is above average. It is an abnormal level, right? And the thing about a woman that has low self-esteem is this is the type of woman that has men in rotation, so to speak. This is the type of woman that has an orbit, so to speak. So never you can almost count on a woman that has very low self-esteem to cheat. You can always bet that she is going to cheat on you either physically or emotionally, because the way that it usually happens is first it's emotional. Okay. You are not going to be able to give her enough validation, so to speak. You could tell her she's beautiful 1,000,000 times, and the next day she is going to need a refill. She's going to need a refill of your validation, and this is going to drain you. This is what's going to drain you, it's what can drain you, because you don't have to deal with these type of women, right? Just as an aside, you do not have to deal with these type of young ladies, because Someone that has low self-esteem, whether it's a man or woman, that is something that they have to work out. No one else can help them out with that. Not, and I mean no one, because someone can sit there and tell them how beautiful they are. They can tell them how precious. They can tell them how valuable they are. And it is not going to be enough. So these women have an orbit of men, okay, that they constantly use for validation. Okay? That they constantly use for validation, because one man's validation, one man's attention is not enough. She needs a constant barrage of attention. She needs a constant barrage of good morning text and you're beautiful and all of those things. And while she may be only cheating emotionally, right? You better believe that it's at some point going to turn physical. Okay? If the so-called relationship or so-called situation, whatever you have going on, it is going to turn physical, because your validation is not enough. Whatever you do, no matter how many times you try your best, no matter how many things that you do for this woman, she is going to enjoy it for the moment. And next day, it's as if you did nothing. The next day, it's as if all of that stuff meant nothing. She needs more and more. And like I said, like I alluded to earlier, the worst, this is the way that it is a man's downfall, is that if this man is naive and he is not hip to what is going on, he is going to drain himself. He is going to literally drain himself. And this somewhat falls under the nice guy prototype, right? I'm going a little deeper into this just so you guys understand the type of men that get used are usually these nice guys, because they are the ones that are constantly pouring their energy into a bottomless pit. This man is constantly pouring his energy into this woman, and he does not realize that it's just a bottomless pit. It is never going to be, it's like a black hole. You know, a black hole can devour the whole damn galaxy, and it will still need more. It will still be able to take more. So it's like a never ending black hole of validation. And this man, not knowing, right, very naive, is trying his very hardest. Okay. And the thing about it is, another bad thing that is, or not bad, a horrible thing, because this is very horrible. It is going to destroy your mental health, is that you can't do anything to better yourself. You have to always be in a constant state of being below her, right? Something such as hitting the gym, she's going to have a problem with that. She's going to have a problem with you trying to get your body on point. She's going to have a problem with you going to the gym. She's going to keep saying how she doesn't like you going there, and all of a sudden you're not spending enough time with her, even though you do, right? She's going to tell you you're going to the gym and who are you trying to impress? And she's going to see you getting better, right? Whether it's physically or health wise. And she is not going to like that, because subconsciously, deep down inside, she knows that you are bettering yourself. So she feels threatened by that. Her self-esteem takes yet another hit. And some people might call this narcissism. I'm not going to go too deep into medical or psychological terms. You could call it whatever you want. I'm just telling you what it is. And subconsciously, she's not going to like that. You can even be someone who starts a new business or starts doing a little better. She's going to feel threatened by that, because subconsciously your energy is going towards something more positive instead of trying to validate her. instead of trying to validate that bottomless pit. And she's going to feel threatened. She's going to feel like that energy should be pointed towards her. See, she's selfish in that way, in the fact that, in a sense, that she wants all of that energy to herself. But once again, it's never going to be enough. So fellas, please watch out for these type of women, because they will be your downfall. Thank you.